Hi everybody, I'm Mr. Bo, and in today's video we're going to be going over a few things. Firstly, we're going to be going over Legacy Engrams. We're then going to be going over the Mercy Rule and how that applies to the Crucible. And then finally, we're going to be talking about Trials of Osiris and how it's going to be going away for a little bit. So firstly, let's talk about Legacy Engrams. Now we don't know too much about them at the moment, but what we do know is that Legacy Engrams are going to be exotic engrams you are going to be able to buy from Xur, and when you decode them, they're going to turn into Year 1 exotics. Now Mark Noseworthy, a Bungie developer, tweeted this out, giving us this information. He said, collectors gotta collect. So this is really cool that you're going to be able to get these engrams from Xur, which are going to give you Year 1 exotics. Now what we don't know is if this is going to give you a chance at every single exotic from Year 1, like the Vex Mythoclast, or Necrochasm, or even one of the Prison of Elders weapons. Now, personally, I don't think these engrams are going to get you those weapons. I think it's going to get you things that you had to get from Xur, or maybe even from bounties, which is really cool to see because me personally, I'm still missing the Pocket Infinity, which hopefully means I can just get these engrams from Xur and eventually get that gun without having to go and do the whole bounty in order to get it. But it will be interesting to see if the raid weapons or the Prison of Elders weapons will be available through this engram. Next, let's talk about the Mercy Rule. Now I have briefly covered this in a previous video and gone over it lightly, but we have some brand new details on how exactly this is going to work in a Bungie update, and I'll be going through that for you guys right now. So for those of you who don't know, the Mercy Rule is going to be a new thing implemented into the Crucible in order to end unfair matches early. So for instance, if it's just you versus 5 other people, it's going to end the game. If one team is just dominating the other team in terms of score and there is just no way for the other team to catch up, then it's going to end the game early. So this basically just means when you're in a game and you know you're going to lose, you can stay in it because it's going to end early and still get your rewards. So here's how it's going to work. It's going to end bad matches as quickly as possible, it's going to give players full end of match rewards to discourage quitting, and it's going to reduce the number of players who are joined into bad games via the join in progress. When the Mercy Rule hits, Shaxx will call out the end of the match. We will immediately disable the join in progress to prevent any additional players from joining the game if anyone has dropped already, and reset the game clock to 10 seconds. After those 10 seconds, the match will end normally, all players will receive their end of match rewards and return to matchmaking. Now the version of the Mercy Rule you will play in the 2.0 is enabled for team playlists except Elimination and Trials of Osiris. The low scoring round based nature of Elimination is not well suited for this rule. A 4-0 match will often end pretty quickly and still offers a comeback opportunity. Rumble, by way of free for all gameplay, is much less sensitive to blowout games as everyone has multiple targets and the score limit is in the ballpark of only around 25 kills. Now while this is good for people who are on the losing team, how is this going to benefit the people on the winning team? Well, Bungie are going to be introducing a brand new gold tier medal for you to chase called No Mercy, in which you've got to try and dominate the other team so much that it will just end the game on the Mercy Rule. So that is kind of cool to see, and I definitely feel this will be a big improvement to the Crucible. And now onto Trials of Osiris. Now as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Trials of Osiris is going to be going away for a bit. Now on Twitter, Derek Carroll, who works on the Trials of Osiris, actually said this: enjoy this weekend's Trials as it will be your last until their triumphant return later this year. Trials is taking a break to make room for other sweet stuff, like next week's Crucible preview event and new hotness in the Taken King. He also says, trust that it's coming back better than ever. He also says he can't be sure on when it's going to be coming back, but he says it's not months though, so maybe only a few weeks or maybe about a month. This is actually kind of cool to see because we know it's going to be coming back with a load of new armor, a load of new weapons. We know Trials of Osiris is going to start getting bounties every week when it comes back, so that's going to be really cool, and it just gives us a break and it gives them time to add additions, maybe add some new maps into the rotation and just make it a whole better experience. And we're going to have playlists like Rift and Mayhem to keep us occupied, as well as I'm sure the Iron Banner is coming back with all that new armor that we've seen. So me personally, I'm not that upset with it going away, even though it is one of my favorite things to do in Destiny. I hop on every Friday and try and get that 9-0, but I do see why they are taking it away for a little bit. So that is everything I wanted to cover in this video. Legacy Engrams, they sound really cool, and I can't wait to start buying them to try and get that Pocket Infinity which I'm missing. Not only that, the Mercy Rule in Crucible is hopefully going to improve a lot of games, and Trials of Osiris is going away for a little bit. So let Let me know what you guys think of all these things in the comments below. What do you think about Legacy Engrams? What do you think about the Mercy Rule? And are you okay with Trials of Osiris taking a little bit of a break? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys missed my previous video in which I went over the preview event happening next week, in which you guys can play Rift and Mayhem on all 8 of the brand new Crucible maps in the Taken King, then you can click the image on screen or the link in the description below. Feel free to give the like button a big old hug and subscribe for tons more Destiny content and coverage. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.